What's up, Doug Houdini in the garage. Today we are back on the first gen Dodge Dakota, and I have a very frustrating problem I gotta solve. And that problem is hanging off the rear bumper. Seems the previous owner put this fancy hitch in here and plumb forgot about it for, well, it seems like the life of the truck. It's pretty much welded in there with rust. The cross pin is completely seized. I can't even get the retaining pin out easily. Go over some methods for getting that stuff out. First, collect your favorite method for delivering heat and lubrication. As I am a simple man with simple taste, some Wally World lubricant and some MAP gas on a plumbing head, it's gonna do just fine. Go ahead and grab a good pair of pliers, slip jaws, these Knipex guys will do. And let's start with a medium-sized BFH. What do you say? Now, I know no one uses these anymore, but if you have a big old chunk of iron in the shape of a crowbar, go ahead and grab that guy too. Now we got the pliers, we should be able to work this guy out. Even if we gotta mangle it, it's not the end of the world. These guys are cheap. So that's one problem sorted. Now, can we move this pin? No, not even a little bit. That's okay. Let's come to the other side. Alrighty, let's see if we can possibly dislodge this pin with our crowbar here. Oh no, we're just gonna bend our hitch. Alrighty, never mind, we're going right to the big guns. Remove what you can that is flammable and start hitting the whole area with heat. There's a lot of debate as to what are we trying to do with the heat? Are we trying to expand the hitch so that it releases this? I don't really think so. I think as you're heating everything up, it probably heats up at the same rate. What we're trying to do is just get things to move, get things to break. So once we've heated it up, I'm gonna douse it with our lubricant to hopefully shock it to release this pin, or at least give us a little bit of space in between the metal, the other metal, and then all the rust jacking that's happened in between there. Alrighty, how about a little love tap? The love tap is a little old place where we can get together. All I'm doing is Christmas, deleting my whole truck, but no hitch. I don't think it's gonna do it though. Oh yeah, it's going a little bit. You see? There we go. Heat always wins. So the fact that it moves means we're gonna get it. It's just a matter of when and how much of my blood, sweat, and blood has to go into it. Now watch out for that thing, because it's gonna be hotter than a $2 pistol. Don't go grabbing her. Alrighty friends, now we did have that one side pretty good and hot, so let's see if she wants to move for us at all. Any amount of movement, we'll take it. Negative on the movement. I got lucky, that one was warm, she's not too hot. You should probably add welding gloves to this, to the list of necessary equipment, because this thing gets, well, like we discussed, hotter than a $2 pistol. Alrighty friends, now what you're seeing is the lubricant that I sprayed in there. This is actually a sealed hitch, I didn't realize, so there's like molten oil in there right now that's just sort of boiling out, which is really great. Hey, I think we have movement. I think we do. Yeah, the hole's not aligned anymore. Haha, she's coming. Oh gosh. Now, once you get her to this point, you may think you're done. It's only just beginning. The hard, well, the unsure part, right? When you go in, you're like, I'm not sure this is even gonna work, is the heating and the lubricating and the pre-beating. Once you get a millimeter, it's time to take a quick break, down some black coffee, and get ready for the fight. Because these trailer hitches aren't like exhaust bolts where once they're, they're seized on, and once you get them to move an inch, you pretty much take them off with your hand. This is gonna fight me every millimeter, but we already did the hard part, the unsure part. So there's nothing left to it but to do it. Let's get this thing out of here before the sun creeps over the trees and joins the fight. Oh, brother, I don't mind telling you. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't even go through it today. But I need to put something very, very important in here for tomorrow. That's why we're arguing with it like this. Holy Halliburton. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, friends. That is all there is to it. We got her out. Our prize has been claimed. Thank goodness. I'm here to tell you, unfortunately, that's really the only way to do it. You can't link this up to a tree and drive the opposite direction. All you're going to do is rip your rear bumper off, give yourself summer teeth on the steering wheel. Look at the amount of beating this thing took. All right, these things, I mean, they get seized in there and solid. Look at this nut there. All right. And I'm a small guy. Imagine if we had Eric pounding on this thing. You would have broke the nut right off before he got it out of there. The only thing that does it is heat and beat. Once you get her out, to make sure this never happens again. Well, the very first thing you can do, the most obvious thing, is don't leave it in there for a year at a time. This doesn't have to happen after one night or 2 nights or a week or a month. This is like, I put it in there when I bought the truck in '96 and now it's 2024. I wonder if it'll come out. Seriously, you got to leave it in there for months, years. So just take yours out. Personally, I have a couple. I have a drop and a raise. So I'm switching mine around all the time. It's a liability to drive around with them. I know we all do it. I do it. I'm gonna keep doing it. But technically, that's a ticketable offense for having that in there. It's an unnecessary hazard. So it's a good idea. Take it out every once in a while. Lubricate them. Fluid film. I suppose you could use lithium grease. And that's what I'm gonna suggest if you have one that was seized up. What you wanna do is take some kind of file or something and just run it in there, blow it out. If you have sandpaper, maybe you can staple it to a piece of wood and just get some of the rust and scale off, and then blast her down. Some kind of lubricant. I prefer fluid film for those applications. I just don't have any today, so this will be absolutely fine. And when you go to put a new one in there, make sure you don't leave it in there for 16 years. I mean, it's not hard stuff. Anywho's it, what was it that didn't I say I had something important to get in there for tomorrow? Is that what I said? What could be so important? So happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. I missed it, but happy Canada Day to our northern neighbors. Happy freedom to everybody out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. I did do it today because I needed to get that flag in there, otherwise we would have waited on it. I don't know if y'all can tell behind me, I tinted the windows in this thing. Stay tuned, that video is coming. Like I told you, every little thing we do on this Dodge Dakota, getting her up to speed, making her the perfect classic-ish daily driver for 2024. All is gonna be done in videos, so you gotta subscribe if you wanna see more. If you like the video, like the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If anyone's wondering, this is how much rust came off the old Dodge Dakota there. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna save me some trouble later. Ooh, that was a chunk right there, right? I might have to check for new holes in the frame. Well, I suspect most of this came off that cross member that was screwed. You can see right here, but I mean, we de-rustified. This is all the way up to the front right here where she was sitting. That's okay. It's weight reduction.